So this is a funny question because Dr. David and I have done hundreds of these temporary teeth in a day type procedures back before we got into all this. And the reasons of why we got into it are the same reasons of why we think we're better. And the reason comes down to back with a temporary teeth in a day center, the way that Dr. David and I used to do it. You take a temporary denture that's just made out of plastic and you grind it out and you make it weaker, and then you glue parts and pieces together inside of that denture. And when you do that, you've got this sort of guesswork kind of made to look like teeth for the patient and look to function. Now, the bad side for the patient is things may not be dead on the money and they have to wait for the 3 months for it to heal to then get to the visits to do the final. But it also takes up significant doctor time. And that sort of runs into, we kind of get the question a lot of like, how do we save money? And it's because the doctor's time is valuable and we can reduce that significantly. But back to the teeth in a day center. So when you have it glued together, you have this weaker product that's sort of based on a guess. And then 3 months later, when they go to start dialing things in, it's a lot of different visits because it's a lot of different guesses as you go along the process. It's one guess and then another guess and another guess. And so while there's some things that they have in the process that are secured up and that's not a guess, a lot of it is sort of feeling around in the dark and making sure that they have different bases covered. With Done-in-One, we're a lot different because we've taken all of that guesswork and we've sort of shoved it into a digital workflow. And being in a digital workflow, we've made significant investment into making this not guesswork. And so when we meet with the patient, when we take the digital records, we're taking that and putting that into our software, and our software then takes that exact copy of where everything is. We mock it up. The designers are working with it, and then we've got top-of-the-line manufacturing facility that will allow us to make this with total accuracy, so any changes that we want to make or the patient wants to make are able to happen very quickly, and that allows us to get to finishing it quick enough that the final is put in before the implants are getting weaker as they heal.